Good morning, folks. This is day 3 of our 5-day trip in the winds. We woke up to a beautiful sunrise. You can see the moon still peeking out from behind the biggest peak viewable from our campsite. Gorgeous lake, all of that. Pretty chilly in the morning, not quite frosty, but pretty cold. And since we only had about 5 miles, again with some significant elevation change, but only about 5 miles to our next campsite, we took the first couple hours actually and just explored down from our tent, downhill through a lot of gorgeous wildflowers into a really pretty hidden lake that is kind of well off trail. So this is headed down to that lake. Just for a sense of scale, that little silhouette on one of the peaks in both of these photos is Beth above me taking pictures. And again, photo credit for any of the photos with me in them goes to her. As we headed downhill, we had another boulder field to cross, and like the day before, which I did not actually get a recording of, you can hear Burley decided this was not possible, and he was completely terrified. Good boy. Come on, baby. I hear you, but you can do it. Come on. If you just jump across there, it's easy. Just like the day before, I had to go back and forth several times, show him a route he could come through. Certainly very, very possible, nothing actually at all sketchy about it. He just has decided, and this was new to me, never occurred to me he might be scared of this, that rocks with holes in between them were scary. Though he's perfectly confident walking around all kinds of rocks, big and little, that was a very scary new thing in his life. So we had to work through that, and I'm not sure it's his favorite thing now, but he's realized he can do it. And if he can't go the exact way I went, he can go over, under, do something that I can't do. So we got through that. You can tell he has no intention of accidentally being left behind his people.
Good boy. Good boy.
After that little exploration where there was some morning sunshine, it started clouding up again and starting to spritz rain. Went back up to our camp, packed things up, and started heading up toward yet another pass. Sheer amount of granite in some of these locations is just really spectacular.
The other aspect of this lake.
And ran into more snow, more of Burley's favorite thing to roll in and play in.
I think my dog is thinking should be. I don't think my dog likes snow.
More pretty high alpine lakes, and it's just hard to get enough of these spectacular photos to try to share the spectacular scenery we saw on this day into a single video. One of my favorite moments on a trip is when hiking in general, is cresting the top of a hill or ridge or pass and suddenly being able to see all the peaks and the view on the far side of it like this. Those funny little flowers are actually called elephant's heads. If you look at them really close, you can see each individual little flower looks like an elephant's head. At this point, we are heading downhill past a whole lot more lakes. Somewhere in this stretch is where I completely lost count for the trip because there's so many, and toward the lake that we were going to camp beside for the night. And with a nice short day overall of hiking, even with our side morning excursion, we arrived in time to set up camp and enjoy some pretty spectacular colors for the sunset. It was the prettiest sunset we had for the whole trip. Another one of my very favorite things about walking around high in the mountains is views and sunsets like this. This was the one night when it was a little warmer, and when we went to bed, the mosquitoes were horrible. Burley could not wait to get inside the tent because by this point in time he had learned that getting inside the tent meant mosquitoes couldn't bite your nose anymore, which is the only place they can get him, poor guy. And it worked out just perfectly that we had just gone to bed when it started to rain yet again. That's what the rain sounds like on the tent. And a little later yet, once it was pitch dark, no, you're not missing the picture, it is actually pitch dark. That is what a real downpour along with some lightning and thunder sounded like. So this is what we fell asleep to that night. Burley and I curled comfortably in our tent and Beth in hers, and we had a sound night's sleep. Hi folks, Ariel over here. Thanks for spending some of your valuable time watching these videos. Hopefully you found something beautiful, educational, interesting, peaceful, relaxing, or useful while you were here. If so, find more videos here, subscribe so you don't miss any updates, and if you like what you found here, feel free to like and share away so that others can benefit as well. You all have a wonderful day.